set of parsnips, bringing to you the event that women everywhere have been waiting for. The world premiere of that epic of epics, Blood, Sand, and Minestrone. Oh, here she comes. One of the gorgeous stars of the movie, Miss Gina Lola Lasagna. Gina! Oh, Gina! It's Santa, darling. Gina! Here I am, dear. Oh, you're looking lovely, darling. Gina, do you have a word for your fans?
Oh, take my word for it that it's going to be a great moon picture. Wait until you see my leading man. What a doll, baby. The greatest invention since pasta fazool with the mushroom sauce. Yummy.
Thank you, Miss Gina Lola Lasagna. Isn't she the sweetest thing? And as American as apple pie. Wait. Here comes the other exciting star of the movie. That man of the hour, of the century. The most romantic lover to hit the screen since Rudolph Valentino or Peter Lawford. Our newest, most dashing symbol of exciting masculine sex appeal.
You rang? This is a love symbol better known as Cupid. And this is a love symbol better known as Candy. And this is also a love symbol better known as, are you ready for this? Maynard G. Krebs. Kind of shakes your faith in American womanhood, doesn't it? No offense, Maynard. Where did it all start? In Professor Guildenstern's biology class one day. How did it all start? With two simple but significant words.
Like a Gesundheit. No, Mr. Krebs, I did not sneeze. What I said was ovibus moscatus.
Sounds like a sneeze to me, like Gesundheit.
Thank you, Maynard.
You're like welcome, though.
Mr. Gillis, you didn't sneeze either.
Just saving up the like Gesundheits for a rainy day, sir.
Like good thinking, though.
I thank you, Maynard.
Like you're welcome, though.
Yeah.
Like goodbye, all. Back, all of you. For a moment there, I was tempted to run away and hide from your eager, trouble-making faces. But I was drawn back by some strange, irresistible force.
Like your salary.
Like true. I thank you, my dear fans. Now, where was I?
Back there by your desk, one step back, a little bit to the left.
Mr. Krebs, do you want to take charge of this class?
Oh, my pleasure. Class dismissed.
Sit down. On your chair. I think that I could have gone into some nice, pleasant profession like rolling drunks. But away with fantasy. Back to the grim world of biology. Now, this is the ovibus moschatus, better known as the muskox. Mr. Gillis, can you describe him?
Well, Rock Hudson, he ain't.
No, don't laugh. Mr. Gillis, whom I like to regard as the blind marksman of Biology 3, has, by the wildest of miracles, hit the nail right on the head. The crucial fact about the muskox is, indeed, that Rock Hudson he ain't.
Man, a man G. Krebs, he ain't.
Incredible, but true. In fact, the male muskox is so ugly that not even the female muskox can stand the sight of him.
But how, Professor Guildenstern?
Aha, but how indeed? How does the muskox attract his mate? He attracts her by the overpowering aroma of musk. One sniff and she's a goner. Now, what do we learn from this fact?
If you're a lady muskox, don't inhale.
It teaches us that each of nature's creatures has its special way of attracting the opposite sex.
What he said.
Now, this is my colleague, the late Dr. Rosencrantz. He devoted his life to the development of an aroma based on musk that would lure animals from the jungle for use in the zoos. He died in the attempt, poor chap. Whilst on safari in Africa, he accidentally spilt some of the stuff on himself and was trampled to death by a lovesick lady hippopotamus.
Not gonna last.
We buried him on the lonely slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro in a manila envelope.
Saddest story I ever heard.
Yes, poor Professor Rosencrantz. He gave up his life for science.
No, poor lady hippopotamus. She never got the fellow she was after.
This is the only remaining sample of Professor Rosencrantz's formula captured from the lovesick hippopotamus. It has defied all attempts at chemical analysis and therefore cannot be duplicated. Still smells like burning rubber.
Poor lady hippopotamus.
Maynard.
3,000 pounds of ugly loneliness.
Mr. Krebs.
3,000 pounds of lonely ugliness?
Mr. Krebs. Ah, several thousand seconds of peace and quiet. Yeah, class dismissed.
Hey, Dope, let's go have lunch. The only thing I had eaten since breakfast is 7 or 8 in-between-meal snicks.
Maynard, that's snacks. We're not having lunch together because A, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, and B, I have a previous engagement, and C, what the heck is that?
I think they call it hair tonic.
Hair tonic? For you, Maynard?
No, for my hair.
Hey, Maynard, you met a girl and you're gonna start combing your hair.
I am?
You are.
I ain't.
You ain't?
Like, wow, that love affair didn't last too long.
Maynard.
That's me. Love him and leave him. A real Casablanca.
Maynard, that's Casanova, never mind.
I'm using this goo on a kind of Dean Magruder. He said if I don't quit having my hair in my eyes and bumping into people and falling downstairs, he's going to kick me out of school. It's greasy kid stuff.
Made out of greasy kids.
How'd you know? How I look now? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, beautiful.
It's miserable.
Yeah, it's miserable. Goodbye.
Don't agree so fast, and goodbye.
Yeah.
Bernie sneakers, soles, and laces. Yummy.
Triple hot fudge sundae with pecans and chopped ham. How yummy.
Yeah, enjoy it, my lovely Amazon. They're, small.
Oh, I really shouldn't. The track coach says my form is off a little.
What your track coach doesn't know about form, it fill volume. Maraschino, my fair Amelia, just the thing to give a Sunday class.
Dobie, do you smell something strange?
Yeah, like somebody set fire to an old inner tube.
No, it's the call of the wild. Glorioski, it makes me feel tingly all over. Rough.
Yes, I often have that effect on girls. It's a dangerous power, but some of us must live with it.
It's coming closer. It's so wild, and savage, and primitive.
You growl?
Did you ever hear the saying three's a crowd?
No, how does it go? Hum me a few bars and I'll fake it.
Look,
but it sounds like a good idea. Hey, chick, why don't you like Flake Off?
No, don't send me away. No, please. Anything but that. My caveman, my great jungle beast.
Hey, Dobie, you went and finally done it. You found the cookiest tomato in a basket.
Masterful, so dominant.
So like help.
Amelia, let go of Maynard. It's not nice to put him on like that.
I'll never let you go, you magnificent creature.
Yeah, Amelia, stop making fun of Maynard. He can't help it if he has no appeal to women.
I'm mad for you, Maynard. Mad, do you hear?
I hear.
Kiss me.
I don't hear.
You must kiss me. You must.
Will you give me a nickel?
I'll give you $1, $100, anything.
Okay, no chiseling. A nickel, that's my bottom offer.
Yes, anything.
Now, just a darn minute. What do you think you're doing?
Any more questions, Bubblehead? Come on, Tiger. There's a full moon tonight, and we're gonna howl.
Hey, Dobe, will you call my mother and tell her I'll be late for dinner?
Oh, hi, Dad. You saw?
I saw.
You believed?
I believe... No, who can believe a thing like that? What we just saw was an optical illusion.
Good. I'm glad it didn't really happen because I just hate maraschino cherries. So there I stood, charming, debonair, and shot down in flames, while Maynard galloped off, or vice versa, with that fine, sturdy hunk of girl. I was in what might be called a total funk. I mean, how was I supposed to know that Maynard was loaded with some nutty aroma that sent girls straight to Apeville? Why, I kept asking myself. Why? Then I got a sensible, intelligent, well-reasoned answer.
That girl is out of her cotton-picking head. She is a nut.
Do you really think that's it, Dad?
It's gotta be. Look, son, there are millions of girls running around in this world at a rough estimate, and by a mere law of chance, one comes along who is as drippy as that drip Maynard. Get it?
Got it.
Good. One girl out of all those millions, why, another one like her won't show up in 1,000 years.
I saw him first. He's mine.
Hey, Dobie, please call my mother again because I think I'm gonna be late for breakfast, too.
What do you think, Dad? Is that girl out of her cotton-picking head?
No, she ain't.
Then what's the answer?
We are out of our cotton-picking heads. Sam Hill is that Professor Guildenstern. He better hurry up and get here and examine my head quick before I grab a fast freight for the frenzy factory.
And I'll be in the caboose behind you.
Now stop acting silly, both of you. There's a perfectly logical explanation for what happened.
But you didn't see it, Winnie, the way those girls went charging after him. It was like the Battle of Pork Chop Hill.
And Maynard was a pork chop. I tell you, Mom, it was spooky.
Now simmer down. The reason that the girls were mobbing Maynard is as clear as the beard on his chin. It must have been a sorority initiation.
A sorority initiation?
Yeah, sure, Dad. That's it. They had to kiss and hug Maynard so they could get into a sorority.
Oh, come on. Nobody'd want to get into a sorority that bad.
They do even tougher things, Dad.
Tougher than kissing Maynard? Well, then we weren't seeing things. The old bulb hasn't gone dim after all.
Of course not. You're both as healthy and normal as anybody in town.
Hey, you hear that, son? We're healthy.
Yeah, we're normal.
Like help, like assistance, like help.
Dream boy, love a man, play with me anywhere, everywhere, forever.
But you were staying at the old lady, all set to marry that nice-looking fella.
Never heard of the bum. You I want, you adorable, cuddly little chipmunk.
But you're gonna miss the wedding, and all those hundreds of folks are waiting.
Let him wait for good. I'm after you, baby.
Like help, like assistance, like help.
Miss, may I ask you a question?
Look at him, isn't he superb?
Are you trying to get into the sorority?
Oh, who's got time for such foolishness when there's stuff like him running around loose? Lover, come back. I'll never let him go. Never, never.
There, dear, you'll get over him.
Never, never.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. G. Dobie, Mr. G.
They came and got her.
Yeah, that's all right, Maynard. We did it out of common decency.
Right, we do it for anybody who was being chased by a nutty dame like that. Oh.
Not me. I did it because I wanted to mother him myself.
Oh, no.
Maynard, you are the cutest, cuddliest little fella that I ever met in my entire life. Kitty, kitty, coo.
Minnie.
Kitty, kitty, coo.
Mom.
Kitty, kitty, coo.
Anybody.
All right. A building doesn't have to fall on me. I finally figured out what was going on. Maynard had developed a mysterious attraction that made women go as ding-dong as midnight in a clock shop. It was a bewildering, terrifying, shocking power, and boy, I wish I had it. But at that moment, our problem was Maynard. We said to ourselves, how can we protect him? How can we guide him? How can we help him?
How can we make a buck off him?
And at a time like this, how can you think of such things?
For a money grubber like him, it's easy.
Thank you, Maynard. Now, let's figure this thing out logical. Any time a dame, young, old, or even Winnie's age, no offense, dear, gets close to Maynard here, she throws the swingin'est conniption since Francis X. Bushman was, I got it, that's it. Kid, shake hands with your agent.
Agent? What does a fellow who collects petrified frogs and tinfoil need with an agent?
What petrified frogs and tinfoil? I'm taking this kid to Hollywood. I'm gonna make him the biggest thing to hit the movie theater since buttered popcorn. Maynard, baby, a star is born. What do you say to that?
Oh, boy, buttered popcorn.
No, Maynard, your name up in lights.
Where?
In front of every theater in the country. The words no woman can resist.
3 dishes.
No.
Bingo tonight.
Oh, Maynard G. Krebs.
Hey, that's me.
Maynard, we can do it in no time at all. Oh, I can see it now. Your name up in lights.
Dad, you've got to be kidding. How can you make a big movie star out of a dud like Maynard? No offense, Maynard.
My name up in lights. Where?
Let's put it this way. With my talent for promotion and Maynard's face, let's put it this way. With my talent for promotion and Maynard's personality. No, let's put it this way. I should have never thought of it in the first place. I must have been out of my mind.
Let me put it this way. You were.
With my name up in lights. Where?
Oh, hello, everybody. Maynard, how nice to see you. Kitty, kitty, coo. Oh, I just can't resist the impulse. I've got to mother him.
I'll get away from that altar again. Get your hands off him, sister. I saw him first. Isn't he adorable?
Maynard is a Hollywood love symbol? Yeah.
With my name up in lights. Where?
So that's how come we decided to take Maynard to Hollywood and make a big smash movie star out of him. Well, it's possible. Look at Trigger. Now, this is glamorous Hollywood. This is the glamorous studio where we took Maynard.
Are you sure baby got started this way?
Never mind. We'll get in there to see Crumley some way. After all, he's the head man.
Hey, why don't you put a hat on and sneak in the office disguised as a human being? or do like you did last Christmas.
Hey, Maynard, forget it.
I did.
No, look, we won't do anything carny. After all, I am a respected independent retail merchant, highly respected in my community, and I intend to walk in there in a stately, dignified, respectable manner.
Yeah, I gotta find a new Rudolph Valentino for this next Gina Lola lasagna picture. I tell you, JT, if I don't dig one up right away, it'll cost me $8 million. A whole lifetime of work down the drain. I'll be back in the chicken plucking business, ruined. Otherwise, everything's fine. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, I'll see see you at the club, J.D.
I beg your pardon, sir, but by an odd
Who the
coincidence,
blazes
I
are you?
have-
And whatever the answer is, out you bum.
Hold it. It just so happens that the bum you were shoving around is Herbert T. Gillis.
So?
And so the bum who happens to be Herbert T. Gillis also happens to represent the love symbol you were looking for, the new Rudolph Valentino.
Well, you got a client with oomph?
Oomph, Mr. Crumley. Women take one look at him and you'd think it was feeding time at the zoo.
All right, Gillis, I'll take a look at him. You got exactly 3 minutes, and he better be great.
Trust me, Crummy, old man, trust me.
The last man that called me crummy got fired on the spot, and he was a relative. Now bring in this new Valentino.
Yes, sir. On the double, sir. Come on in, dollface. You'd better sit down for this. You're not as young as you used to be, and his sheer animal magnetism is going to knock you right off your feet. So hold on to something, because here he is, in person, Mr. Dynamite.
Hey, you got a corner I can sleep in?
I pushed. This is the new Valentino?
How does he look to you?
The old one looked better, and he's been dead over 30 years. Out, you phony, out. And take this sideshow with you. Out.
Now, just a minute. He isn't the handsomest man in the world, that I'll admit.
So will I.
So will I.
And when it comes to muscles, he isn't exactly Tarzan.
When it comes to muscles, he isn't even Jane.
Oh, that's the screwy part of it. You see, to men, he looks like a mere slice of nothing, but to women, he's the greatest thing since George accounts.
Yes, they find me quite adorable.
Who left the kooky corral open? This is the nuttiest story Yes? Miss Lola Lasagna's here? Ask her to wait just a minute while I get rid of Brainless Incorporated and his partner.
Now, just a minute. Why not send this Lollapalooza dame in here and watch what happens when she sees him?
Absolutely not. Out of the question.
What have you got to lose?
No.
$8 million?
No.
A lifetime of work down the drain?
No.
Back to the chicken plucking business?
Send her in. All right, Gillis, I'll take a chance, but I'm warning you.
No, don't warn me. Warn her. She's liable to come charging in here like a raging beast. You better get ready to grab her in case she gets violent. I understand these Italian girls are kind of impulsive. She is Italian, isn't she?
Well, not exactly. Her agent's Italian.
You happen to have a crowbar handy?
A crowbar?
Yeah, sometimes it takes leverage to pry them loose. Get ready. She may spring like a tiger.
Come in.
Watch it now. She's gonna pounce.
Who's gonna what? I give up. What do you are?
Gillis. I don't know. It was working great a couple of days ago. Come on, Maynard. Turn on the old pizzazz. Give her one of those long, hot, smoldering looks and do something.
Like right, one long, hot, smoldering look coming up.
What's the matter, kid? You eating something that making you sick?
That does it.
Now, just a minute here. Just a minute. There's something fishy going on. Are you sure you're a woman? And withdraw the question.
Very polite, your producership. I mean, you shoved us around and you messed up my hair. And us romantic Beau Bummels hate being slobs.
I ain't got enough trouble with you two creeps. Now that rubber boot factory next door has to start burning last year's leftovers. What a stench. Out, out, out.
Oh, now, just a minute. Control yourself. Slow down.
In.
What?
Woo, woo. Kiss me, my beautiful antipasto.
Will you give me a nickel?
A nickel? I give you my Oscar, my Emmy.
Miami? Oh, I'd rather have Cleveland. That's a town in Indiana.
Any questions?
Gina, what are you doing? Are you going off your rocker? Gina! Gina! What's the matter with you? Why are you kissing a silly kid?
What are you talking, silly kid? This little raviolis are going to be my new leading man.
Atta girl, Loli.
Hold it.
The only thing I hold is him. If you don't get him for Lola Lasagna, you don't get Lola Lasagna.
Ready to talk business, crummy old pal?
Rummy. You cheap, chiseling... Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, that's what I like to hear, partner.
Partner?
You heard of the man, Waldo.
Let's make that junior partner.
Now listen.
You heard of the man, Waldo.
Yeah, I heard of the man, the Waldo. What was so bad about the chicken plucking business?
So Maynard was on his way to becoming a famous movie star. But first he had to learn how to act. So they enrolled him in acting school. In no time at all, he learned to portray all the important emotions like anger and hate and love and fright.
Man, I was really frightened.
And then, of course, course, there were important interviews with the press and dinners and luncheons and parties. Now, do you think that through all this, Maynard would ever change from the sweet, simple fellow we all knew and loved?
You bet your suede shoes I would, Chicky baby.
Mr. Krebs, this is Miss
Oh,
Senator.
I'm always like honored to meet one of my loyal fans, Crummy baby. If you want to kiss me, it's going to cost you a nickel.
Mr. Krebs, that's no way to talk to this lady. This is Miss Seta Parsnips, the world-renowned movie columnist. She is...
Mind your own business, Crumley. Who's running this interview? Here's your nickel, Mr. Krebs, and lots of extras.
Hold it.
It's amazing. Wait till I tell my readers about this. Maynard G. Krebs can stop a pack of stampeding girls with a word, a look. Such animal power. He is indeed a man for the ages.
Yes, I am quite adorable.
Well, Maynard's movie was finally finished, and his publicity got bigger and wilder. The premiere was sold out for weeks in advance, thanks to Seta Parsnips and 372 other lady columnists who flipped regularly over him once a day in print. Now, for those of you who tuned in late, that's how we started this story. We were at the premiere, see, and Miss Seta Parsnips was waiting for Maynard to arrive. Then Maynard got there and set all those female hearts aflutter. So that's where we were up to. With the help of the police riot squad and a special detachment from the National Guard, we finally got Maynard away from his fans, and they all went into the theater to see the movie. We stayed outside to wait for their reaction. Of course, there was nothing to worry about, especially when it came to the women. With Maynard in the starring part, they would have gone wig over a movie about the care and feeding of the water buffalo. Yes, we couldn't miss.
We missed.
You mean I ain't a smash?
What you are is a bomb.
Yeah, I did hear some booing.
Yeah, but I heard a lot of people applauding.
They're applauding the booing. We're ruined.
I don't understand it. When they see him in the flesh, he kills them.
Yeah, but when they see him on the screen, he's a dud.
Yeah, he does seem to lose something in the translation.
It's almost like you gotta smell him to love him.
They're gonna walk out of there like somebody hollered women and children first.
No, they won't. Maynard'll stop him. Like how? Like with force, raw animal magnetism. Dominate him like you did back in the office.
That's right. They'll do anything I tell them. It's like a magical power. I'll go in there and order them to love the movie.
Right, so don't just stand there, move.
Right, but first I gotta comb my hair. I mean, Slobsville is behind me.
Oh, we got no time for that foolishness. Come on and get in there.
My hair's on. It gets...
Never mind that stuff. Buy you a barrel of it.
Yes, sir, your clearance-ship. Like stop. I, your honored love symbol, command you.
No talent bum has been, never was, stale pizza.
Every bone is broken in my body or bent.
Later, Maynard.
Yeah, much later. We got a lot of thinking to do, son. Where do we make our mistake?
Beats me.
Maybe we should have made the picture in smell-o-vision.
Maynard, either say something sensible or keep your silly notions to yourself.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision.
The wackiest thing I ever heard. Smell-o-vision.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, you put it on plate. Pounced on him, chased him around, tried to kiss him.
Yeah, we couldn't get rid of him. It was awful.
Oh, not so awful. I collected over 200 nickels.
You know, that's exactly the way Professor Rosencrantz musk ox aroma would have worked. Oh, no, it's impossible.
Remember what you always told us, Professor. Nothing is impossible.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah. Well, come on, Maynard. Goodbye, Professor.
Smell of burning rubber seems to have disappeared. Oh, well, of course, you never can trust the muskox. Such unstable creatures. Girls, don't you notice anything? Girls.